here at Kajun Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it with no problem. I got an offer. I got the dollars. Let me have it, please. I got the dollars. Let him have it. You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let him have it with no problem. Let him have it.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today?
Good morning, y'all.
This morning.
Yeah, doing good.
All right. First in the house today to get that pie point is Miss Wendy. She's also getting ready to put out a second video. If you haven't subscribed to Wendy, definitely check it out so you can get your next view of her new video. Pernini, hello, Miss Lynn. How are you doing? Hello. Lady Luck Junk says, have a blessed day. You too, baby. I hope you hope to see you in another chat somewhere. Yeah. Justin Jacobs, hello, and welcome. Good morning. Susanna's Chronicle, hello. Good morning. How are y'all during the day? Let's see. Yeah. So how's everything going on your end of the work that you planned for yesterday?
I got a lot accomplished yesterday. I got all the thrifting done that I needed to get done. I got all of the listing I needed to get done. I had some free time, so I was working on some videos, and I got that almost done. I should finish them up today. Cool. And yeah, so yesterday was a pretty productive day. It was a good day.
What kind of good finds did you find yesterday?
I found that DVD player and VCR combo. I found let me think. Y'all seen some of the stuff I picked up? Oh, I found that Sonic the Hedgehog plush. I can't remember.
Hello, and welcome to Maggie Doodle. Hello, and good morning. Also, I see in the chat, which I haven't come into StreamYard yet, but my friend BBF from New Orleans, Miss Hillary Shelby. Hello, and good morning, girlfriend. How are you doing? Good to see y'all this morning. So what's on the agenda today?
Yeah, mainly working on videos. I've got a lot of video content that I need to get together. I need to work on the script for some of the videos, and that to me is the hardest.
Yeah,
is getting the actual meat of the video.
Yeah,
and it's a lot, but it's a lot of fun, and I enjoy it. So
hello, and welcome, and good morning to Miss Southern Vintage, Miss D. Hello, and good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Well, today I started already. I got my link in for the my new merch that I'm working on.
Yeah.
I'm in the process now where I have to finish setting up my account. I already got my logo loaded up and start picking out some merch to have on, because I have to tie in my eBay store with it, to where when someone purchases either a shirt, a coffee mug, or whatever I can find to put in the merch list, it'll be listed on my eBay store. So once all that's done, then I can start posting the links for that, because once it's ordered, it automatically gets shipped from the company to the person who purchased it, instead of me having to have inventory in my house. So that's gonna be a good thing. Yeah,
that's gonna be awesome.
Craig in the house. Greg, Land Shark Picker. Hello, and good morning. Good to see you.
What's going on, Land Shark? It's good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, that's my main goal today, is to get all that set up and ready, because I want to get that up and running. The person who sent me the link that he had for promoting it, where you get what you call it again, referral link.
Yeah.
But I finally got it last night, so I started working on that this morning. So that's my goal today, is to get that up and running, and hopefully it'll be done today before the evening's up. Hello, good morning, Mr. Paul. Hello, and good morning. Good to see you. Just another day in paradise. That is so true.
That's right.
Well, here this morning, when I woke up about 2:30 this morning, and about 4 o'clock, it stayed about 21 degrees. And then it's finally getting a little warmer. Right now it's at 27 here.
Wow. Yeah. It feels like it's about 55 degrees inside this building that I'm in, because I forgot to turn the heaters on last night. And I got in here. I I got 2 heaters under my feet. I got my jacket on. I'm still sitting.
Yeah. I got up at 2:30 and started working on that. I got everything lined up and ready to go. Now I just got to pick out merchandise and link everything together. And so that's what I'm gonna work on today. I got all my listings done yesterday. You got what was it, 38 listings, and then I did 27. And I'm trying this out for about a week to see how it works. Going back and ending sales that are items that are ending today for that day, and then I relist them by sell similar, change some things in them, and see how that works. Just a little something different to try and see how that works for my eBay store.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm working on getting stuff labeled and inventoried into my spreadsheet for my antique booth, because I need to make a run there. So I'm going to be doing that this weekend as well.
Well, let me ask you a question. On the eBay algorithm, from what I understand, if as long as you list something consistently every day, you'll keep making sales every day, right?
It should be, yeah.
Okay. Because that's what I've been trying to do. I run out of stuff to list there for a while. And I got that stuff yesterday. And what I done is I listed half of it yesterday, and I'll list the other half today. And hopefully I can find, I'm going to see if I can swing by Goodwill and some of the other thrift stores around here and see if I can find some more stuff today. And, but I need some inventory.
Now, one of the other things you can do to keep your store active is a couple of things. What level of store do you have? Do you have the basic?
No, I've got right above a basic. It's
okay. Well, you should be able to run a sale in your store. Even if it's like, say, 5%.
Yeah.
Select your items, or you do them all. You can do that. Always make sure to every day. Multiple times a day, not just in the morning. One of the first things I do in the morning is if I see how many are watching items. Like this morning, I had 15 watch. Now, this is not counting. Last night I already did it before I went to bed. So I do it about 3 times a day. If I wake up in the morning and I have several amount of watchers, I will send 5% across to offers automatically.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of the afternoon, depending on what items, because I do look at the items they're watching. So I'll usually do a 5% for watchers. Sometimes it depends on what I'm doing, and if I might do 8%. No more than 10% of, especially for offers, especially when I have them already on low prices. But I also have all the items in my store. I do have make an offer. That I haven't had any issues with. But there's little things you can keep doing to keep your store active in the algorithm.
See, that's what I do. I run the store promotions, and I also, that's right. It's just the fact that the more you list, the more you sell.
Right.
Yeah, that's a given, man. That's right. But
you do have to start. You have to try to list something every day, even if it's a few items a day.
Yeah. But I have my store promotion where I promote all of my listings, and I run them on sale, and then I'll go through there and I'll change the percentage how much I promote it. Like if you'll notice, whenever you're going through your eBay, it may be promoted at the suggested ad rate would be
rate,
would be 2.9. Well, tomorrow it may be 3.1. And I go through there, and every day I change that up, and I see which ones have changed. And
now
then
you need to get it as a bulk instead of each piece, each item.
Yeah, it takes me a while to do each item because, like I said, I've got 400 items.
But you can also do that across the board by doing a bulk listing, changing for your promotion. Yeah,
but see, some of the things that whenever you go through there and look at them, some of them are only suggested at like 2%. And if I do all of my listings at, say, 3%, what do I do with the ones that are suggested at 9%?
Well, you can check the button off that says trending price. Trending. There's one check mark you can do trending, and it does all trending across the board correctly. Okay, and you can add a more or less, however much you want to do. If you don't want to do trending, you can go like, say, 5%, 4%, 3%. Like Paul said, he does 1% on all items. I usually do 3% on all items. I don't go by what's trending. Depending on what time of the year or what time of the month it is, I will then go through and do trending. Depending if I don't have much sales going on or if it's not active, I'll go ahead and do a trending. And I'll do that as a bulk, the whole store.
I do 0.2, above trending price.
Oh, okay.
So say it's 5.3. I'm gonna put mine at 5.5.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is because I'm already making almost all profit on this. So I mean, I can afford to go through there, and I can, if it's say $15 for the price that I've got it set at, and they want to do 1.5, then I can take $1.50 off,
right?
Or even at 10% and take $1.50 off of it.
Exactly, right.
Still make good profit.
Well, you just have to be on it every day and check it out and see, because the trendings do change every day.
Yeah.
But again, it's what you feel you can do against what you're going to make in your profit. So you definitely have to keep up on that. But I usually do trending throughout the whole board sometimes, but 9 times out of 10 right now, like I'm running everything at 3%. Now, what I like about it is if you don't sell it while somebody's actually gone to, clicked it, and paid for it, bought it, then they don't charge you. So that's what I like about it.
Yeah. And see, there's things that I've learned to not pick up just because of the trending rate, like cell phone cases. Don't get me wrong. I know there's a lot of people that make a lot of money selling cell phone cases, but the few cell phone cases that I have, they're like for the Samsung Galaxy J9 and for the iPhone X and stuff like that. If you go in there and look at how much the suggested ad rate is, it's like 45%. So, I mean, if you've got it for sale for $10, they're taking $5 of your profit.
Now, Fishing and Picking has a question. Has anyone noticed that the eBay supplies are terrible? Is it me, or is it a bad batch of eBay supplies? The new eBay padded email mailers have been very cheap and made, the boxes are coming apart where they are glued. For me, I did notice that when I bought a couple of months ago, I bought some more bubble mailers, and I have noticed how they're getting this thinner without the silver look on the inside. I even went back and I looked at what I've purchased in the past. I went back to order that same thing that I had ordered before, and I'm still getting those. So evidently they are changing them. I don't mind. I find that they're okay. I still like the older ones. As far as the boxes, I don't get too many things from eBay as far as boxes are concerned. But I do go to Boxery. They're just as good quality, and if not, it's a little bit more cheaper for some things. But I just use my coupons for the major things. I don't even buy my tape anymore. I get it through Staples because they've been having a good sale lately, where all the products that you purchase, you get a membership card. You get 20% towards your purchase to the membership card, and you turn those points into cash towards other purchases. You can also have it delivered to your house. You ain't got to go get it. So yeah, that's just some things you might want to look at, because I did notice that some of the boxes, like when I get a box case, they come in a case, and the next thing you know, you pull out 1 or 2 of them, and they're not even glued together; they're just coming apart. So yeah, I have noticed that. I don't know anybody else.
I just got some eBay tape, and it's not the best quality tape. It's not real sticky,
right?
And like whenever you put it on the boxes, the only way I figured out to make it work is to make it tape back to itself. So if you're going to tape a box, you got to go all the way around the box in order for the tape to stick back to itself.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you're wasting a lot of tape.
I was just going to say that. Now you got to spend more money on tape. Paul said, Trent, if you are listing an item with no or not much competition, you really don't need to promote, which is true. Because what I look for is how many are listed compared to how many sold. 9 times out of 10, a lot of it may be, again, if I have a new item, but everything else that's listed is used, I'm not going to promote that one.
Yeah, that's right.
You have to look at that when you're listing.
That's like the DVD players and stuff that I've got. I have a few that are like, one's called a Curtis Mathis, and it's not a brand that you see very often. And I've got it listed, but I don't have it promoted. I've got a sale on it because I do a store-wide sale.
Right.
But I don't have it promoted, and it'll sell. I mean, it's just a matter of time. But I mean, like you say, I'm going to get more money, make more profit off of it because I'm not having to promote it. But it's what I was saying was, like with the cell phone cases, they're cheap to buy, they're cheap to ship, and a lot of people think, oh man, cell phone cases, that's the best way to go. And if you can make money off of it, more power to you. But the problem I see with it is all these people are promoting them, and they're spending way too much money. I don't see how they're making a profit on them.
Right.
I mean, unless they're getting them for like 50 cents to $1, and then they're promoting them for $5, and they're selling them for $10. I mean, if you're only making $2 or $3 on each case, that's not much money unless you've got 5,000 cases.
Right. Now, what is it? How do you do your when you run your sales? How long do you run your sales for? As far as do you do them by the week? Or do you split them up at so many per week? How do you do your sales?
The longest I will do a sale is 2 days. And the reason is because you have to do at least a day.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'll do is I'll start on Monday at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'll go to Wednesday at 9 o'clock in the morning. And then the next sale will start at Wednesday at 11 o'clock in the morning, because you got to give it 2 hours to register for eBay to make sure that your sale goes through or whatever.
Right.
I mean, your sale is, but they got to do whatever they got to do to make it work.
To make it live, yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll give them the 2 hours. So my next sale will start Wednesday at 11, and it'll go till Friday at 11. And then I'll usually do a weekend sale, which is like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then at 10 o'clock on Sunday night is when my sale ends.
Oh, okay.
And the reason I do that is because there's the people that shop in the United States. If say they're getting online at Sunday afternoon, and they're just scrolling through, and they're like, "Oh man, if I don't buy it now, the sale ends in like 2 hours, and if I don't get it now, yeah, it's just a mind game for them. Yep. Because they know, hey, they're fixing to lose out on the sale." Yep. And then I'll turn around once I get done with that sale. I'll start the next sale Monday morning at say 7 o'clock.
Right.
And that way there's a few hours there where everything is full price, and I have the potential to make decent money with it. Right. But I'm still going to make good money even with the sale going.
Exactly. For me, I usually run it about 2 to 3 days. But what I do is I usually start it at midnight as I do all my sales for the week. And I usually end it and usually I do the Pacific time, and I usually do it by 6 o'clock my time. So if I do it that way, that's 3 hours left. So you're looking at about 3 o'clock in the morning. That way, when I wake up, if I have multiple sales, I can get those knocked out, and I always have my next sale going on the next midnight. So I usually do it starting at midnight, and then I'll have it running until whatever date is I want it to at the time I wake up or get started in the morning.
Yeah.
Usually I have it ending at about 6 o'clock my time. So yeah.
That's right.
Good morning, hello, and welcome to Miss Dawn and Mary from Two Hip Chicks. And don't forget, at 12 o'clock, they do have their live on every Tuesday and Thursday. Yeah. Hello, and welcome to Pernini. Hello, Lynn. Maggie Duda says, I've gotten my boxes padded mailers with the strips are peeling back. Yeah. It's a big difference now. I don't know what's going on and why they're doing that, but yeah. You pay the same amount of money, but you're getting less product. You can buy cell case for under $1 from China. There you go. You're right.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. That's
what I figured.
But I usually try to stay. It is sometimes hard to find the exact things you've been purchasing in the past. So I don't understand why it's going on that way, but I guess they're trying to make the extra money and bucks by sending us cheaper shit. Excuse me. Hello and good morning, Jennifer. Hello. Good morning. Flipping in there, Betty. Hello, Betty. Hello, and good morning. Good to see y'all this morning.
See, I had thought about buying some stuff from, like, say, AliExpress or Alibaba and buying it and having it shipped here. But the problem is, first of all, if you get the shipment, then you got to take the risk of it being a decent quality material, because there's been a few times that I've purchased stuff from Wish and AliExpress and places like that and got it over here finally after 3 months of waiting, and it wasn't worth 15 cents. I mean, and if it's not of quality, I'm not going to sell it.
And that's why I've been buying a lot of, like, I'll use my $50 coupon that I get every quarter. I'll use it for the things that I use a lot of. When it comes to like the tape now and certain bubble mailers, I'm going through it on my boxes. I'm going through it Boxery, because I'm getting a better deal and I get better quality. Yeah. I don't want my stuff to break apart and have to use more tape to close it. Just to send an item, hoping that it would get to that buyer safe, you know?
That's right.
So yeah, we have to. And I've noticed that the last quarter when I ordered, because I order my stuff usually every quarter, I'll write a list down, which is right here by my computer. And I try to do it the first day of the quarter, but I usually do it no later than the first full week of the month. That way, that gives me time to see if I'm running out of something low. Because if I pull a last pack of something out of my back stock of my shipping supplies, then that's where I'll go ahead and use it and order it. So I try not to run out or get low too much. Good morning, hello, and welcome. Hello to Miss Junk and Data Girl, Miss Cha-Cha. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Cha-Cha. It's good to see you, ma'am.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Let's see. Dawn just wait for it to come through here. Where's that? Right here. Yep, I am using the eBay record mailers, but I find that the ones from the box are better quality. Yes, and what I found too when I do the ones for albums, and I do find that those are pretty good through eBay. Those boxes I have not had any problems with. It's a special 12 by 13 by 13 by it's adjustable boxes that you can use for books, magazines, and records, things like that, and I love them. I have not had any problems with those because those, again, you got to fold them and adjust them how thick you want them and that kind of thing. So those are really good to use. Yeah.
What size boxes do y'all use for the records?
It's a 12.5 by 1. Actually, it's just 12.12 by 12.5. And it's basically let me get one. I'll show you. I buy them by the case.
12.5 by 12.5 by 1. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's because I've got a bunch of records here, vinyl albums that I wanted to list, but I don't want to have to cut a box up just to ship the thing. So until I get the correct shipping boxes and stuff, then I'm not going to list them for sale.
Yeah, this is just a 12.5 by 12.5. It's used recyclable, and this is what it looks like. And you basically have all these little lines on the inside.
Yeah.
But you can actually fold it. It's ready for you to fold how thick you need it on each side, as you see there. And you basically fold it. I use them for the albums where I put the album. You take these two side flaps and you can basically bend it wherever the curve is on the side right here.
Yeah.
And you just bend it on how thick you want it.
Okay.
On all sides. So you do the two smaller flaps first.
Yeah.
And see how you basically you can fold them. And you just basically come across. And it's so easy because then once you fold it, you're on the line.
Yeah.
So that's why I use these. And it's a 12.5 by 12.5.
Okay.
And those are used for magazines, albums, comic books, things like that. That's gonna be very sturdy because by the time you fold these two and these two, you got a very thick support right here in the middle. So you don't have to worry about it damaged. That's why I use these, yeah.
So how much does a box like that weigh?
It's under 15, under a pound.
Under a pound? Okay.
Depending on what you're putting in it. Most of my albums run about 15 ounces when I put an album down.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Album.
I was wondering if I could just ship it first class or if I would have can I send it medium mail?
You can, if depending on what you're sending, as long as there's no commercial or advertisements on the piece you're sending.
Okay.
Like for books,
magazines,
of course, you probably wouldn't use that. But yeah, you can do it through media. You can, however you can sell it and send it. Yeah. But what I like about it is that you can adjust the sides that you need by each of the folds, and there's multiple folds to where you can go as thick as you want or as thin as you want.
Yeah.
But usually, if I do one album, that is 15 ounces.
Yeah.
And so 13 by 13 by 1.
I've got some magazines that I can list, but the problem I have is once I get them listed, is organization. Is trying to remember which magazines were listed, because if somebody comes in and makes a sale and they buy my magazines, which I have probably 300 sets of, then I don't want to get them confused and send them the wrong magazines.
Well, when you do your magazines, do you put them in a bag or anything, or how do you pick them up when you do have them?
What they are is they're hot rod magazines, and they're from January to December, and there's all 12 months of each, all the way from 1963 to current. And this guy, whenever I went to the estate sale, he had collected every magazine, every hot rod magazine from, I guess, 1963 to now, until he got put in the nursing home. And he's got Auto Week, He's got road and track magazines, and he's got I think it's Summit or JB Racing or something like that. And anyway, so all 12 magazines are in a box, and the boxes have like 1995 January through December, and they've got some stuff on them, but I hadn't had time to go through all of them, make sure they're all correct, and make sure that all the magazines are in order. You know what? I could do that today.
Well, let me ask you this. When you're going to do a listing, you know that third box from the top after you put your title, then the second one is subtitles, and the next one says SKU, SKU number?
Yeah.
Do you use that line?
I've never used it because everything what's that?
If you label those magazines and give it like a letter, like say M, so you know it's a magazine, or MAZ, and then number 1, number 2, and number them, and if you keep them in a certain box in order, when you go to put them, I use a magazine, like a comic book sleeve.
Yeah.
And then you can put the sticker on that for yourself, so you know what that number is, and use that SKU number line and put MAG number 55. Make sure you put that in the SKU number of that when you're listing. That way, when you go to the box, you just pull that number out, because then you know that's the one you're looking for.
Okay.
It's a way of organizing your items and having it in inventory to where it's easy for you to go and grab that number. Because what I do in mine, I don't use the SKU numbers. What I use my SKU number box for is, like, say, for example, I got it at a garage sale. So I'll put GR sale and how much I got it for. Or if I got it at a estate sale, I'll put estate, I'll put it abbreviated estate sale and how much I got for it. Or if I got retail arbitrage, I'll put RA and where I got it at from whatever I bought. And then I put the amount. That's what I use my SKU number for, because in my inventory box, in my inventory closet, everything is organized by categories like electronics, games, puzzles.
Mine too.
There's Funko Pops. I have them all in crates. So then I know just to go there because I know where they're at. Yeah. So that's the thing you might want to think about when you're doing that with magazines.
See, that's how
only you see that. Your buyers do not see that.
Okay. See, that's how I've got my store set up here too. Is everything, like I've got an electronics section, I've got a games and toys section, I've got a DVD and video game section, and whenever you get through with the DVDs, then my video games start. Like I've got all PlayStation 4 games, all PlayStation 3 games, all PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 1, and then it'll go to Xbox and then the Wii and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And that way, if somebody buys something and it'll say on my listing, this person bought Wii Sports Resort, then I can go directly to my games and go through there and just scan through till I find the Wii Sports Resort, because I've got a whole bunch of different items, but not a whole lot of the same one.
Yeah.
Everything's
different. People, hello, real quick, and I'm going to tell you something else that I do. Hello, and welcome. Good morning to Miss Emily from Emily Conway. Hello, Frugal Peanut. Hello, good morning. I want to catch up with all those. Everybody's commenting hello to each other. And the chat just flew on me. Let's see. Yeah, they're better to fold. That's what I like about those particular mailers. They're so much easier to fold. You got already got the creases for you just to fold along the line. They're really nice. I like them. I like the boxery better because they're protected and pronounced and fold cleaner. Yes, they are. That's another reason why I use the boxery if I can't find what I want in good quality on eBay. But that one I found on eBay with no problem. And those are some quality ones. So I'm glad they do have those available. Cat keyboard, Emily, 2 hip chicks. Everybody's saying hello and talking to each other. Learning the inventory number. Yeah, that's another thing I was telling you. Even if you do an inventory number system where that's letters and numbers, especially when you own a lot of magazines and you keep them in one complete box, then that's how you can definitely do your number system. Because again, the customers don't see that. You are the only one that see it. If you have your first issue of Hot Rod, it's big money.
Okay. I'll have to check and see, because like I said, I've got thousands of Hot Rod magazines. And I've got thousands of books, but the books I'm not so much worried about because they're all like Harlequin romance novels. And I only paid $60 for 1,531 books. Okay. And me and my sister got in here the other day and got to figuring it up. And if I sold 4 books a piece, it's 16 cents that I've got invested in those 4 books. And if I sell them for $12.95, which is fairly cheap for 4 books, and even if I take an offer of $10, then I'm still profiting like $2,500 on them books. That's profit. So I do have things to list. I just don't want to list all them books without having some kind of organization. Because if somebody comes in and starts buying a bunch of books, and then I don't want to have to go through 1,531 books to figure out which book it was.
I also want to say hello and good morning and welcome to the Bargain Effect, Tommy 2.0. Hello.
Good morning.
Picking gives you an idea too. She says she uses, he or she uses the banker boxes, labels 1 through 100. And then with the item in the box gets a number by SKU, looks like number 1, which equals box number 1, item number 1. And so that's another thing you can do, even if you use like those banker boxes, because those are great. And very sturdy. You can constantly reuse them over and over. Just like she was saying, box number, whatever system you want to use that works for you would be a better way of you doing those magazines, so you don't get afraid of will you get the wrong one. So that's how you can eliminate that. Hello. Welcome to Back by Silver. Hello, and good morning. Is your favorite romance book, Trent?
What is my favorite? The one that sells the fastest.
I hear that.
I don't care.
I am sub number 3. Wait, what's going on here? Who's got subs? Let's see. Please take a minute and go sub to Flippin' Nut. I thought it was her sub yesterday. Let me check. There's her link. Go check it out and see if you subscribed. Yep, I am. That's right. That was number 2 yesterday. Yeah.
Actually, I do have a favorite romance book. It's actually Esther in the Bible. I do like the story of Esther and how she became the queen, and how she wooed the king and all that. That's a good story.
Yeah. So if y'all haven't subbed to the Flipping Nurse Betty, go check her out. I did check out her videos yesterday. I actually subbed to her yesterday. I was her number 2nd subscriber. So definitely go check her out. Hey, Johnny calling me. Yeah. I'm sorry. Everyone I can use help. I am 5 away from 1,500 subs. Definitely go check out Paul's channel. He does an call that swap meet on Wednesdays with different people that go on and can be on his auctions. As long as you're in his chat at least 50 minutes prior to that one. And on Fridays he does the Polly and Dolly auction both at 6 o'clock.
My name is Paul Antonelli.
Yeah, he is. That's Paul Antonelli. Hey, buddy, you just got a new subscriber.
All right. So
I thought I was subscribed already, but I went and checked and I wasn't.
And that's another thing. Whenever Jennifer puts the links in the chat, what I recommend is you definitely go and check it out. And listen, when y'all check it out, the 2 things you want to look for is to make sure that you are subscribed and that you hit the notifications for all notifications for the videos. But I have to say, the next guest that I'm getting ready to let come on the screen, there's a big change. I don't know if y'all saw him yesterday or any of his recent videos, but he did a complete face change. Watch this, y'all. He shaved.
What?
He got it all off.
Wow, that's awesome. You look 10 years younger, man.
I feel look like I'm 16. They're gonna carb me when I go get beer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, she said there are a few Harlequin authors who sell high, so it might be worth it to do some individual research. Look for Betty Nels or Ann Mather. Okay. I do have some Betty Nels and I do have some Ann Mathers.
There you go. Check them out.
So, yeah, I'll have to do some, because I just figured they were, $5, $6 a piece, maybe. And if I can get $5 or $6 a piece for them, then hey, I'm happy. Right. Because like I said, I've only got 16 cents invested in 4.
Right.
So what is that? Like 4 cents a piece or something like that?
Roughly.
So, I mean, yeah.
It's good to see Trent in one place today.
Yeah, instead of me riding around and doing all the errands.
Still.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Pull those and lot them by author.
Okay. So roughly take like 4 books and put them into a group of 4 by the same author and sell them that way, or should I sell all of them together?
Well, what you need to do is definitely check to see how much you're going for first before you even lot them. You just check to see if it's worth doing it as a lot. If you're not making more by piece, then you may make more by the lot. Then it depends on what's selling and what's the trending price is going. Sold by, not listed.
I always look at maximizing post, which I know you guys have media mail there, so that probably changes everything. But like we've got different size satchels and all that, so if I can fit 3 books into a bag, then that's what I'll sell them as. There's a lot of 3.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
And then for me, I don't use media mail. I'd rather use first class, and the reason why is because I've already had a couple of packages that I shipped out. This is way before Christmas. This is way before the holidays started. This was back in March and April of last year, where I had a couple of packages that never got delivered. So then I had to go and refund the customer, and then I was out the item and the money because of the fact of that happening. And so, I just don't use. I personally do not use media mail.
The only time I will use media mail is if it's a large package. If it's a small package, for some reason, I do not like shipping little bitty packages. Like people who ship the jewelry and stuff like that, and they take these little bitty small packages and stuff like that. For me, that is way too easy for the Postal Service to lose. So I always make sure that if I'm going to ship something, especially media mail, that it's in a decent sized box or something. That way it can't be overlooked.
Right. But yeah, again, everybody's different when it comes to that. But I personally, I'd rather upgrade a customer with this kind of media mail because of that. You know, I've been out already 2 items. Never got refunded. I never got it back. And then the first one, the lady at the post office says, well, why don't you go ahead and put a return the sender, reverse the shipping when they find it. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. But it cost me $22. I'll never do that again.
Yeah, that's
so,
right.
Yeah, not all of it. So that was a complete loss.
Yeah. Let me ask you another question. I had an order come in from Canada yesterday, day before yesterday. And it's just a video game. It was, I think I sold the game for like $12, and the guy paid $10 shipping. And for some reason, it would not let me send it to him. He said there was either something wrong with his address, or maybe the shipping, not the shipping label, the border customs.
You have to fill out the customs form, yes.
Yeah, the customs form. I've got it set up to where I can ship overseas and to Canada and Mexico and places like that, but I've never done it. So is there a trick?
When you go through the setting up of the label, once the person purchases something from you, you have to go in and you have to enter all that information for customs.
Okay.
Like how much is it valued at? Is it any hazardous? You have to check all those boxes off, and then you have to put the dimensions in that area too, and how much is it and what is it? And that way, when you go to print the label, it'll print everything in a box for customs for you.
Okay. Well, it had some
Not
stuff.
to do that before we'll let you go any further.
It had some questions on the label that I didn't have any idea how to answer. Like, what is the lands of it? The LANZ or something like that. And I was like, I don't know what that is. So
I had one yesterday that went to Canada, and what I did was I Googled the address.
Yeah.
And it gave me the Providence. It asked for a Providence. I didn't know. So I Googled it. And it even told me the Providence when you Google the address.
Okay.
So if you have questions like that, use Google. It'll let you know exactly the questions you need on that area, because that's what I looked for. And I found it. But you have to have all that filled out before you can go any further and print the label.
Okay.
Also, I want to say hello and welcome to James Amputee Adventures. Hello, and welcome.
Good morning. Go watch my new video after the show. Yeah, that's right. Come on now.
I think you're going to subtly just put it like that, see?
Yeah, that's right. Hey, that's a nice background you got there.
You got the link in the chat?
I'm on the phone. I can't do that. Jennifer, she'd be all over it.
I need to put small things in a bag, of course, and using pirate ship. Yeah, I use pirate ship a lot. Okay. Especially when it's coming to save money for the customer as well. And so do you use pirate ship?
I do use pirate ship, but is pirate ship better for shipping overseas?
Some things are cheaper, yes.
Okay, so like whenever I set it up, I set everything up to use eBay standard. What's it called? eBay standard international delivery or something like that.
International what is it called again? Global shipping.
Yeah, global shipping.
Yeah.
And I use the global shipping because I don't know. I've never shipped a package overseas before. I don't have any.
When I first started, I was a little leery because I had somebody who sent me a message. And what I did was I had Robert video me while I was working through it and packing it because it was really a vintage plate. And I actually bubble mailed it, wrapped it and everything. Even though I knew it was going to Kentucky first, I still made sure by double mailing it and wrapping it in bubble wrap multiple times because I just didn't want it to get broken. And they got it with no problem. But for me, that was my first time handling something like that when they sent me a message about it. I videotaped the whole thing just in case. So
yeah. So whenever
I don't have no problem shipping overseas. I've never had any problems. I've even had nice comments. Thank me for letting it send it to them the way I did. It was nice and shipped properly, and they loved it, and on and on and on. So
yeah,
it's just something you do have to take a chance at one time because I'm gonna tell you right now, when I opened my eBay store, when I changed it from able to sell international, my sales started going up. When I wasn't, I wouldn't really get a lot of sales, believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got to start doing that a little bit more, but I haven't got mine open to international at the moment. But I've had 2 sales to the US in the last week, so people are finding a way to order, and then I have to send them a total.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you've got an item that people really want, they're going to find a way. They're going to be like, "Oh no, I want that." So, but it was a 20-cent item that I sold for $90, so
yeah,
I worked it in for them. I was quite happy to.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I'll figure this one out.
Yeah.
Cha-Cha, the Drunken Data Girl says, reach out to her and she'll be glad to walk you through it. It's very easy.
Okay. Okay, I will. I will figure out how to get a hold of you. And like I say, like whenever I'm shipping something internationally and I'm using the global shipping program through eBay, all I'm doing is I'm just mailing it from here to Kentucky. Or am I mailing it from here to Australia or wherever?
If you use global shipping, it will go straight to Kentucky, or in one time it went somewhere else. But I know usually mine from where I'm at goes to Kentucky.
So will shipping label that I print off say Kentucky?
Yeah, because wherever you're shipping it from, there's going to be a special code in the blocks where the address is. Even though you're going global shipping, it may go to wherever distribution is compared to where you live. In my area, it goes to Kentucky. What happens is it goes to the Kentucky address. But right at the bottom, there's a small little line that tells them the item number and the person. That way, when they get it, they already know where to ship it to because they have that information.
Okay. Do I put that item number and stuff in there? Or?
You don't have to do anything but click it through eBay, ship it like you would normally ship through eBay, and it automatically does the rest for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna let me ask you something else. Boy, this is y'all are answering all kind of questions. That's good. Whenever I get onto eBay, okay, and I set my stuff up to ship globally, I went through eBay and I talked to them and I had them kind of walk me through setting up the global shipping program. And but some of my products, the shipping policy I've got is just for United States. Now, whenever I go through there and I change that shipping policy, is it going to add like 35 cents for each product?
It's going to automatically give you a new business policy for that global shipping.
So it costs me to do the shipping overseas.
No, you're going to get your final fees at the end if you don't do free shipping. Yes. Okay. But it's I think most of what I pay is 30 cents.
Okay, per item.
Yeah.
Okay. Because see, on 450 items, that's quite a bit of money. You see, and if I'm not making sales overseas,
Trent, when you're setting your prices,
you
put those prices within your price so you can cover that.
Yeah, just raise the price some on the product.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Okay.
Cha-Cha says for book groups in lots of by colors, group them together by color and sell that way. Designers set creator and the decors buy it that way.
Okay. All right.
That's a very good point. There's a YouTuber I watch that he has been selling vintage cereal boxes for like crazy money, and a lot of that would be set designers who want authentic props. For them, it's so much easier
Right.
just to spend $300 to $500 to have the authentic box rather than try and fake it. So
yeah. Yeah.
James says, I've shipped antique clocks to Russia Federations, no fears. Even got a glowing review. You're missing out if you're not selling an exclusively international shipping. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you don't want to exclude it because you definitely have some more sales that way.
Yeah. Well, see, right now I make roughly anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a week selling in the United States. So if it could boost my sales, then it's worth me looking into. I mean, because I make pretty decent money. I mean, it's not great money, but it's decent money.
Right.
And
Dietrich D, hello, and welcome.
But
and
it's
again,
funny, someone saying Char does all business. The first time we had a video together, we slept together. So I don't think Char does all business.
Yeah.
Well, she did the sleeping.
Oh, yes, indeed. You asked for gossip. You're getting it now, girl.
Yeah, that's right.
Breakable
international sales.
I'll never let her live that one down. Passing out on camera. That was a very unique chat.
Yes, indeed. All right, I did put the link in the chat. It is at the top in the blue box. If you want to come on and talk about your channel, promote your channel, or promote any platforms you sell on, there's the link at the top. You're more than welcome to come in. Also, don't forget to put your links in the chat for others to come out and check out your channel. And if they're not subscribed to you, they can check out your channel and subscribe to you. As well as if you don't do YouTube content, but you do have a platform you sell on, go ahead and promote your platform as well in the chat. That's what this is all about. We collaborate, network with others.
Yep. I was pretty excited yesterday. I got on my channel and I went live, and it was just like a spur of the moment deal. Just wanted to get on there just to see how many people would get on with me. And I actually had 9 people that stayed on there consistently with me. And man, it was fantastic. We had a great time.
Good morning, Tammy A. Hello, good morning and welcome. Yeah, yes, and we had a lot of new people that came in from Harry Tornado that was referred by Harry Tornado yesterday. So that was good.
Yeah.
Well, the first time I ever went live, Jennifer popped in. I was only doing a test, and she was the first person ever to comment. I'm like, gee, she's good.
She's
that's some sort of magical alert.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome, Miss
Beetlejuice. You just go live and
hello, Misha.
Amazing.
Yeah.
There ought to be some kind of way that she can be paid to be a moderator because she's fantastic. I mean, I've never seen anybody that is on point just like she is. She's got it under control.
Jennifer, do you have the link for the fundraiser they did for you for everything you do? There is a link that you had on there for, I think it's a GoFundMe page that others can go ahead and donate if you wanted to donate for her cause.
Yeah.
I just often wonder how many tabs that Jennifer has open at the same time.
Oh, yeah. It's unreal.
Her poor computer.
Poor computer, and she got a fast internet connection.
James says, I remember I sold a lot of 25 Barbies on eBay and shipped it to Switzerland. And I joked the Barbies were off to go party. Let's go, Barbies. Let's go party. Yes, indeed. Yep. That's where I heard you from. Oh, thank you. Yep. She was in here. The Dietrich D was in here yesterday. Yeah. James, I like that. Yeah, he does. Trent and Nate, both of you jump on my channel with me.
Okay.
Thank everyone. I'm Salome Macari, and I'm newer to eBay. Well, thank you for coming in. And you just never know what we'll be talking about, whatever topics, whatever goes through on the chat. We do try to get the comments going by questions in the chat. I don't know if I'm still up there. I am 3 away, peeps. Wow. Paul, go ahead and put your link in the chat. See if we can get you to the 2K. I think it was 2K now. He was close to.
Yeah. Hey, good news. I broke 200 subs yesterday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, buddy.
Congratulations.
I even done a little dance.
I had one of those drop 10 days, so that was not a fun one.
Oh, man.
She says she only uses her phone, and no, I'm not on an internet essential plan. I just pay $9.99 a month.
Jeez.
Dang, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh, she said what she's saying is jump on her channels when y'all see her go live. For Cha Cha,
Okay.
subscribe to Cha Cha.
Yeah, put your link in the description so we can make sure that we're subbed to you. I think I am.
Actually, go up to a timestamp of 9:43. Jennifer put it in there. But yeah, she's saying go ahead and pop on her live chats when she does lives.
Yeah, but please, everyone, if you find yourself a spare 8 minutes or so, I just put up a video today. Like I thought it'd be a lot longer one, but once I edited it all, it was quite a short one. But it was one of our biggest purchases, like a massive video game lot.
I'm going to check it out. Hello, and welcome, Shelley Payne. Hello, good morning, and welcome. I haven't looked lately, but I am a few subs away from 1 million. Yeah, right. I already know about that one. I'm about 330 from 2,500 subs.
We're all on a road to the million, aren't we? That's we're all doing that.
Never mind. LOL.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely make sure you subscribe to her so y'all can check out her lives when she goes live. I know usually when I wake up early in the morning and I'm just getting up on the computer, they're usually live when I'm just waking up. Oh, she started is 30 away from 3,500.
Let me see here.
So yeah, definitely check out each other's channels. And there's Susanna's Chronicles link. Go ahead and check her out. She's also my co-host on Wednesdays and co-host with me and Queen Cleopatra on Saturdays when we do our auctions. And then again, don't forget to put your links. And if you don't do YouTube content, you can always put your link to your actual store that you sell on.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I went and checked Cha-Cha's channel, and for some reason the bell wasn't. I was subscribed, but it wasn't all notifications.
Oh yeah,
like some.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So
one good thing is
getting
everybody puts that links in the chat. It helps you to go back and check to make sure you're still subscribed, but also check to make sure you have all notifications. Because if you don't, you won't get all the notifications when they go live.
I can't do notifications. I'd never get to sleep because it'd just be ding, ding, ding. Because you guys are all up partying and all that, in our crazy hours. Everyone like 3 a.m. You guys love going on lives and that.
That's right.
So, I wake up and watch them in the morning.
You want to make sure you hit all the bells. That way you can go through there and find the videos, though, because you might not be able to see all of the videos that we upload because you hadn't hit the notification. Whenever you do get a chance to go through them.
Have a rusty junk-filled day. Goodbye. Well, good. Thank you, Cha-Cha. Have a good day, and hopefully you get everything you want done today. Yes, Jennifer is awesome.
Yes.
Hello, and welcome, Swamp Picker Glenn in the house.
What's up, buddy?
Later, Cha-Cha.
Bye, Cha-Cha.
G'day. I was in a chat earlier and they told me I had an accent, but I was like, no, you guys all have the accent. I just talk normal.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you were on Victoria's channel this morning.
Yes. I got a video to promote, so I'm out here. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to hustle. You got to, drum up some interest, as they say.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, the link at the top. Let's see. Thank you for putting the link in. Where's your link at? I sub to everyone who I saw. Tammy, do you have a link for your channel, or do you do content? Hello, Dawn. Welcome. Good morning. Hello, Dawn's channel. That's Miss Dawn. She does auctions almost every day. Don't forget to check her out. She does a lot of jewelry. Let me see if I can find it.
So, Trent, did you secretly go back and buy all those records? That was a hell of a deal.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I went past on them.
But there'd be $2 million for the lot, so I'm sure he'd cut you a decent deal.
Well, I asked him how much he wanted for them, and he said $10 a piece, and I was like, no.
Yeah, I don't see it. Okay. Let's see here. Thank you for putting links in. Go on. I was just saying 3 accents are greater than 1 point. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What do you mean? Me and Johnny, we got the same accent, don't we?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, yeah.
When I go
Yeah.
south to Louisiana, which I haven't been there since we moved up here, with everything going on, it's when I'm on the phone with my dad, and
Yeah.
I get that way he speaks, the Cajun talking down south. I wind up finding myself that day talking like it.
Yeah.
Like what's it called? The Gator people.
I'm trying to resell.
Yeah. Swamp people.
Yeah.
Swamp people.
Yeah.
My wife absolutely loves Troy. Like she just has a massive crush on old Troy.
Oh, Troy Landry.
Yeah, even though it's basically there's this little gator. Like
Yeah.
you know that do they put captions on it over there?
That is definitely in Acadiana, that's for sure.
They do.
Like,
Hello,
put the
welcome
captions on.
up here with us this morning in school this morning.
Yeah, I got a few minutes to talk before the 6th grade come in and play band. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay. You're in band.
I'm in the band room. Yeah,
Okay.
He's
Okay.
a band major.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. How old are you?
18.
18. My daughter's 17. She's the drum major for our
He
school.
just turned 18 in October.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I was
Jim.
the drum major this year for our marching band.
Yeah, that's what she is. She's the drum major. That's awesome. That is a high honor, man. I know a lot of people don't think so, but it is. It's fabulous. I'm proud of you. It's a lot of work, man.
No,
That's a little personal space you can hide in.
I'm not in the closet. I'm well, I mean, I guess you can kind of call it. This is like our storage room for all of our music, all of our band music. So I'm like in the storage room basically.
Oh, okay.
If it's a storage room and it's small, guess what?
It's a closet.
It's a closet. Yeah.
Oh,
Hello. Welcome
yeah,
to
that's
the
small.
House, Mr. Mike. Let's see this one. Wow, that's a big room.
I wouldn't say it's that small.
Wow.
It's pretty big.
And that's where y'all keep all the music sheets at?
Yep.
That's a big closet, storage unit.
It must be a big school.
He's in high school, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
He graduates and goes straight to college for a full scholarship.
Tuition scholarship.
That's awesome.
Did you
Yeah.
see what I put in here? I wouldn't blush, Paul. Stop it.
If I did, this would be the channel to do it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes, it is. So
That's
what you got planned for the day, you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I got school to do. I only have a few minutes to talk, but pretty much just school, then go home and list online.
When is your next auction? Sunday?
Sunday, yes.
If y'all haven't checked out Brandon, he does a show. Actually, don't forget to put your link in for your
I
website.
know. Just about to
He
do that.
also- huh?
I was just about to do that.
Yeah. He does a channel now that every Sunday with Miss Carol and at Carl's Creative Corner and Debbie and Max. Those three are always on Sunday evening at 4:00 on Miss Carol's channel. If you want to check out any of the jewelry, he's known for jewelry. You name it, he's got it. But he also, once he starts going to college, there's his link for his webpage that he started. He did design his own webpage to where you can go and actually help and support him, and because he won't be doing auctions once he starts school. That'll be another way y'all can support him, and there is his website. So there you go.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I heard he dabbled in Lego a little bit too.
So James, how are you doing?
Good eye, mates. How you doing? How y'all doing?
How y'all
Oh,
Hello.
Australia.
Mandalay in the house.
that's as bad
I
as Mike.
had some questions for this intelligent-looking panel here, and
Okay.
people in the chat. And hope, by the way, Susanna and Jennifer and Don, and everybody, even Pearl and Eni. Brainstorming. I'm trying to think of my plan is to head out to Mexico at the end of April.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think of what type of content I should put out beforehand. I was thinking one video of I did a Q&A in regards to like getting prepared for financials and things like that getting to Mexico. So I was thinking maybe should I do a checklist type thing or budget video or what? What do you guys think? What type of content should I put out before the travel?
How you sell all your crap before you leave?
Well, I think
Like downsizing. Like,
not sure if
yeah,
you're staying there, right, James?
are you selling everything to move, or
I've not decided that yet.
Right.
I'm not sure
eventually
if
going to be like selling stuff in different formats.
Well, I don't know if I wanted to just keep this place where I have, as well as travel,
Right.
or should I just put it in storage? And thinking on my things I don't want to sell, I'll put it in storage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul said, "Ain't you being deported, James?"
Hey, heck no! I'm on the run. I'm a fugitive.
Hey, deported.
I'm hiring a coyote to sneak me across the border into Mexico.
Yes.
You get deported. That's free travel. Like, that's no drama there.
That's true. So, are you
before,
planning on for a while?
I did my operation, my amputation in March. I renewed my passport, so everything's pretty much all set.
Tammy A has a comment for you. She says, "I would do a video on how you're planning to travel with the virus, which would not be named."
The name we shall not say. Right now, Mexico is completely open. So there are no restrictions there. They are talking about certain companies are coming out with an app that you can put on a smartphone, and it's going to be a vaccination passport.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Your records of vaccinations.
Yeah, do a video on just preparing to travel. Kind of, because I know there's a lot of people that whenever they get ready to travel, they want to know what they need to do, and just give them like an informational video on what you're doing and how you're preparing, the steps that you take, and things like that. That way, it can kind of get jump started your adventures. It's
great
like
idea.
Thank you.
Well, one thing you can do too, because I know you said that there's really nothing, no restrictions in Mexico. Maybe do something in reference to what you're going to be having to do to prepare yourself to go, or if you're planning on leaving your apartment like it is, and then coming back.
I can afford this and travel and Airbnb, so
and have a place to come back to.
Yeah. Or should might just continue traveling. So
right.
So I don't have to, if I decide later on I don't want this place, I don't want to have to come back, pack it all up, and then go back traveling.
Well, maybe do something in the reference of you already did your research. There is no restrictions there, so maybe start by how are you preparing to get to your trip to Mexico. I mean, there's a lot of different little things you can do, but maybe do something like that because you already found and researched there is no restrictions. So maybe talk about that too as well.
Because I've been planning this since last 3 years about traveling to Mexico and that. But
thank you, Brandon. I worked too hard at school with those kids.
Have a good one.
Later.
All right, buddy. We'll see you, man.
Yep.
Take it easy.
Keep out of the closet.
Let's see. It would suck if you get stuck in the country if they go on lockdown.
You mean like get stuck in the United States if we're locked down?
Yeah.
I think that's his plan is to go to Mexico and then they lock it down. Oh no, I'm stuck here.
Made a video has been in Mexico for the last 8 months because he can't go back to Thailand.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's been making videos on that as well because I guess he's locked down there.
He's been doing videos on how to YouTube and everything strictly on your mobile device because from what I understand, he don't have a computer or something like that over there. So he's had to learn how to do it all on his mobile. And now he's teaching everybody else how to do their editing. And
I didn't know that. Paul wants to know, let's see, Misha, what's this one? Right, I wouldn't even travel right now. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I'm excited to see that you traveling, James. I shall live vicariously. Yeah. James, why Mexico?
Starting point. Yeah. That was good. And why Mexico? Let's see. What's the temperature?
I keep telling you Malaysia.
Now? 32 is to be the high of 34 degrees here today. And right now in Mexico at 9 in the morning, it's 72, going to be 84.
Yeah.
That's pretty much year round.
What you need to do is
that's terrible for me. That'd be No.
Are you gonna fly? Or are you gonna?
Yes, I've already checked that out. Chicago to Merida was $112. Now I think it's 133.
Okay. What you might think about doing, I don't know if you've thought about this or not, but just fly to the different airports, like going south, like from Chicago to Austin or to Dallas or somewhere like that, and stay in a few days there, and just get you another flight from Dallas to Houston, and then stay in Houston, and then fly from Houston to Mexico.
I was thinking about that, doing a couple of different places around, but the United States scares me.
Yeah. And Mexico don't?
No. This the city, Merida, is voted. They just had the reports come out from 2019.
Okay.
Third friendliest city in all of the Americas, and now it went down to the fourth safest city in all of the Americas. North
Are
and
you
South.
seeing the questions on the chat, James?
How much how much ganja can you travel with?
Fishing and picking.
Right now,
got a good point.
Right now, Mexico, the government is taking up to consider making marijuana legal. It would be only the third country to do so at this point.
Yeah.
But it's available down there all over the place.
I always think of North Mexico,
they don't
scary,
care.
possibly dangerous. Southern Mexico, no problem.
Yeah. This is
the lower you go, the safer it gets.
And it's all the way down and up at the Yucatan Peninsula. So it's like 1,700 miles away from all that crap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
To me,
yeah, my wife wants to go down there to being that she's a Carmen, she wants to go to Carmen del Playa.
Yeah,
Carmen del Playa. It's a little bit touristy though.
To me, there is nothing sexier. Yeah, to me, there's nothing sexier than you get down there and you realize that all of those hot little chicks have been kissed by the sun and their bodies are like a golden brown. Man,
you talking about the kiwi fruits? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And my wife, she says, I cannot believe you say stuff like that. And I was like, well, all you got to do is go get you a suntan subscription down there at the tanning salon. And I said,
God made women's bodies to look beautiful.
That's right. And I told her, I said, look, I ain't blind. I said, I may not verbalize everything I think, but that's my biggest problem.
When I pray, I thank God for the people in my life and for their well-being and health. And I said, P.S. Thank you for this fantastic weed.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Fishing wants to know why Mexico, because of the beer is cheap and the women are tanned.
No, it's Mexico. It's the cost of living, the medical available. The food is off the hook. Good.
Yeah, they got good food.
The Yucatan specifically because of the Mayan ruins, the Chichen Itza pyramids, the cenotes, the underground swimming holes.
That's right.
The culture.
Well, an option for me is as someone outside of North America, Belize is actually one that's quite easy to immigrate to compared to most North American countries. So that's one that we've sort of circled as a maybe in the future that we could look into.
Right.
Yeah.
Right at the turn of the century, like 1900, 1910, Merida, Mexico, had the most millionaires in their city than any other city in the world. And the buildings, the mansions that are built right on the that are still being rented out as Airbnbs. It's just beautiful. Okay.
I've had family that's moved.
Susanna, sorry, one real quick thing. Susanna said about check the rates of different devices. Keep checking prices. When you check an airline price and you keep going back to check it, they keep cookies into your computer, and they will up the price because you've checked it a few times.
Yeah.
So you have to clear your cookies. And another thing to do is get a VPN and use it from a different country. So that $112 ticket might be $86 if you're buying it from Guatemala.
You saw what? You saw what Anthony said.
I don't know what they say in us.
He says we're lucky that women even look at us honestly.
If I was a woman, I'd go lesbian in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning, and welcome, Des, from the Shamrock.
There's no redeeming qualities.
Well, I remember when I was a young pup. You know, I was 82nd Airborne Division Army, got that maroon beret, and I'm just walking around like, yes, my chest sticking out. Yeah, that was an arrogant prick. Yeah, it was.
See, my biggest problem is my mouth. I say things, like my brain will think it, and then I'm like, should I say that or not? And I've done said it. It's done come out. And I'm like, wait a second, I shouldn't have said that. But it's too late now. Ain't no sense.
Unfiltered, huh?
Yeah, unfiltered. So whatever you get with me is completely 100% transparent. You can see right. But yeah, I've had family that's moved down there to Mexico because they said, man, it's so beautiful down here. It's cheaper to live. And then I've also had family that's went down there on vacation and got mugged and end up having to be bailed out and have somebody go get them.
Yeah. Like when we went to Thailand, like so many people love it there and it's paradise on earth and they can't say enough positive things about it. Whereas it was okay, but we weren't massive fans of the place. So yeah, like always travel to these places first because these places that people might market as being these amazing destinations, you'll get there and be like, no, I don't get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas we went to Malaysia and we fell in love with Malaysia, and it's just one border away from there, but it's a world away. It's a completely different country, and yeah, we loved it.
Yeah.
I'd move there tomorrow if it wasn't so damn hot.
Yeah.
That's why I'm renting, not buying. It's Airbnb for the month. It's $316.
I want to say hello, and welcome. And everyone give a warm welcome to Kevin from Never Ending Saga. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kevin.
Right.
Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
See, that was other videos I was thinking about doing was like the documentation needed to get ready to go down there.
Yeah, that's right. Because that's things that I don't know. I would watch videos like that because like we've always wanted to go to Australia. And in order to go to Australia, I know you've got to have a passport. But other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, once you get a passport, it's only 10 years, and every 10 years you got to renew it.
Well, yeah,
you got to learn how to walk on the ceilings as well. It's quite complicated down here.
Right.
What about the visa?
Certain countries require a certain amount of time that you're allowed to be there on a travel visa. Other times, they may require you to renew it every 30 days, like Panama.
Okay.
Mexico, you can go for like 180 days.
Okay. See, I had a job.
If you haven't subscribed to Kevin, there's his link for his channel. Go ahead and show him some love and support and get him some more subs. He seems to be stuck on a number that we need to get him off of it.
Yeah.
So if you haven't subscribed to him, there's his link. Susanna says, I love it when men think you're checking them out. And in actuality, you're only checking out the woman he is with.
You look over and say, oh, look at her shoes that she's wearing. Yeah.
That ain't funny. That ain't funny at all. You know how many times I've been like, look at her. She's checking me out. And
well, see, that's what women say.
She ain't looking at me.
No, they're actually looking at your butt, man. Yeah.
She is judging my wife. And I'm like, come on, man. Hey, a funny story. We were at the store the other day, and me and my wife was shopping, and my wife is oblivious. She does not pay attention to when people are checking her out. But as a guy, I'm like, hey, bro, get your eyes back in your head. And we walked around the corner of the end cap on one of the aisles in the grocery store. And I seen this guy, and he was like eyeing my wife up and down. I mean, he just completely undressed her with everything he had. And I was like, I give him that look like, hey, over here, don't forget. And whenever he seen me, he turned around and took off running and hit the end cap and tripped. And whenever he hit the ground, I busted out laughing. I thought it was so funny, but he knocked the whole end cap over and everything went scattered everywhere.
Yes, indeed. Well, Deetra says while she's watching, she made a sale. So congratulations, Deetra.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that Trent worked in retail quite a bit to use the term end cap.
Yeah. Kevin says I'm going to be doing a new video of a one-man crime wave.
Uh-oh.
No, I shop a lot. I shop a lot. I don't actually work in retail, but I do know like where the good products are at and how they clearance them out and where the sales are at. So Check the ink out.
Thank you for that, Trent. I needed that. Well, I have to get going. I have an appointment here in about 15 minutes with the VA.
So how long is it going to be before you actually get fitted for your new leg? Or are you going to have an anytime soon?
I've
the surgery?
13 plies on the socks now. It's when I get to the 15, and it's pretty much stabilized.
Okay.
They'll come and do another fitting for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And when are you scheduled for your other surgery?
No other surgeries.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to have another surgery. I'm sorry. Okay.
Well, no, I did that myself. The amputation.
Right. Yeah, I knew that.
I amputated that last week before last.
Yeah, I remember you talked about it.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. You say you lost your leg?
That's a flashback.
Okay. This is going to sound weird, but do your toes ever itch?
Yeah. Oh man. Because I have these extra plies, it's getting strengthening more and more, or shrinking, and it gets to the point where if I don't exercise as much, it'll feel like it goes to sleep, and my foot goes to sleep. Yeah, and I have to walk on it, and it tingles for like 4 minutes or so, 5 minutes, and then it goes away. But yeah, it's the heel of the foot. I can feel the toes tingling, and it freaks me out.
Yeah, I'll imagine so, because your brain still doesn't realize that.
Oh yeah, it was a new procedure when they. I watched the operation and where they cut it and all that, but they took the nerve endings and attached them to the other nerves, and then sutured it, and it was a trip watching it. And it's you can feel things. Yeah.
Did you have that done almost a year ago?
March 4th.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was in March. Yeah.
Well, I have the utmost respect for you, man. I really do.
Thanks. It's been mentally tough sometimes. Yeah. Like I'm not a whole man anymore.
Yeah. I understand.
It's I've had my bouts of depression.
Yeah. Well, if you ever need to talk, I'm right here, man.
I remember when you first started going through that, and you were in the they put you in that nursing home or that a facility that you had to deal with. Everybody getting the COVID when it first started,
and people were dying around me. Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah. All right, guys, have a great day. Thanks for
have a good visit for your.
I appreciate the ideas and
yeah, absolutely. Anytime, man.
Yeah. So
bye, James.
Yeah, make sure you check out my channel for adventures to come. So
okay.
If not, I'm gonna eat breakfast.
See you guys.
Bye.
You're right. I actually came up with a really good idea of something that he could do.
Yeah.
Right at the end there. I'd like to see him, and because basically being that he's disabled and also a little bit older, he could try and get into a disabled masters like the Olympic Games, but for both. And the journey to trying to get a medal in some I
don't think he would be able to.
I've got
disabled and masters, so he can still swim.
I've got a cousin that was in a car wreck, and he lost both of his legs, and for probably 2 years he went through depression to where he's like, I can't do anything. I can't function. My life is over and all this. And he got into a rehab and got to realizing that, hey, his life isn't over. And now he plays professional wheelchair basketball.
Oh, that's cool.
And he's fantastic at basketball. The boy was all-state champion anyway. And then whenever he got into the car wreck, he lost his legs, and he's like, his life is over. But man, he's found new hope, and I
want to welcome a few people that just came in. We have James. Good morning, hello, and welcome. Then we have Crystal at Rosie's Closet. Hello. Glenn says he's getting back to work, so good to see you, Glenn. Have a great day. Don't work too hard.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.
So
What's up, James? Go ahead,
did you end up winning championships and stuff with the wheelchair basketball?
Yeah. Like I say, he's good. And he can hit a 3-point sitting down with no problem.
Oh, wow.
And I can't hit a free throw.
Only way I can do that is by doing a granny shot, and that's very far and few between. I'm too short to play basketball.
That is pretty
I
funny.
went back and played a season of basketball at 42 after not playing for, I think it was about 15 years, and that was interesting. My fitness was horrible, but I gave it a try. I think I got up to about 12 or 15 points in one game, so that was all right.
Yeah.
We play a game down here called donkey basketball. Have y'all ever heard of donkey basketball?
No, it doesn't sound right.
You got like horse, but with one extra letter.
It's hilarious. You got 6 people on the team, okay? And everybody's got their own donkey. And the only way that you can score is you have to be sitting on your donkey whenever you shoot the ball. If you get off your donkey and shoot, the score doesn't count. And it's the funniest show you will ever watch because these donkeys have attitudes and they do not want to get up and they don't want you riding them. So it's like you have a little bucking guy over here and then you have one sitting over here on the other side trying to pull his donkey because his donkey won't get up. And it's hilarious.
You need to record that and you need to put that on YouTube.
The next time they got a donkey basketball game, I will record it for you guys. It is hilarious.
This.
Is that just one of those Texan things?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I've never heard of it before.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think they're coming to the Olympic Games.
Yeah, donkey basketball.
Anthony from Bluegrass Picker has a question. Do they destroy the floors or is it outside?
No, it's on hardwood floor in the basketball gym.
Oh, my Lord Jesus.
And you have little guys, I think they're probably 6th graders, 7th graders, something like that. They'll come through and they got them big pooper scooper shovels. And whenever they use the bathroom, they'll come and they'll dress up like clowns. And you'll hear the music playing. And they'll come through and scoop up the poop.
Yes, I can confirm. I can,
like I say,
verify that's a Texan thing.
It is the funniest thing you've ever seen.
You guys own that. That's you guys and no one else. I've never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, it's funny.
Wait till I get the comment in the StreamYard.
Yeah.
I'm picturing the clown with the shovels running around.
I can't believe y'all ain't never heard of donkey basketball before.
Where did it go?
Wisconsin has cow tipping. Texas has donkey basketball.
Yeah, we do cow tipping too. Yeah. Y'all know what cow tipping is, right?
Funny. How high
I know what cow tipping is.
Going to get these played?
I'm not high. I'm serious.
Is this something? Did you just see this in a dream and you think that it's real now, or?
I don't know how they come up with it, but
Jennifer says there's videos on that website on YouTube already.
Oh Lord!
Yeah,
I
sure they are.
Keep forgetting
This is
where I put my note cards.
like Florida man, but there's Texas man now. Like things that can only happen in Texas and donkey basketball.
Yeah, that's right.
Does each team have an assigned donkey, or if there's a donkey in their half, can they utilize that donkey? I can't believe I'm asking this question.
No, they've all got their own donkey.
Their own donkey. Okay.
Yeah.
So if the other team's donkey ends up in your half, he fits in the way.
Yeah, you can't switch donkeys. Your donkey is assigned to you. That's your donkey.
So if your donkey does poorly, it's your own fault.
That's right. That's right.
Do teams train their donkeys to like purposely hang around the hoop? Or do they try and encourage them?
They're just farm raised donkeys. You go out there and pick your donkey out of the farm, bring him in there, and see if you can ride him long enough to play basketball. That's what's fun about it.
Do they dress the donkeys up in some sort of team attire?
Some of these donkeys had never been ridden.
That's even worse.
Yeah, so you try to get on him, you're gonna have a fight. I mean, it's a lot of fun.
What was this?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Get off of me! What's wrong with you?
Now I've seen people try to break horses so they can ride them. Donkeys is a whole different ball game.
Yeah, I used to break horses and donkeys, so I know, and mules. And I used to have a cow that I could saddle up and put a saddle on and ride the cow.
Wow.
That's what they used to do back in the old days.
I would like to hear the origins of this donkey basketball, because I'm sure it starts with so a bunch of guys were at the bar one time, and
Here, hold my beer and watch this.
yeah, the story started with booze. I can guarantee it's
Probably so. Probably.
Mm.
Now imagine what happened when somebody was playing basketball and this guy rode up on a donkey. He's like, "Hey, I can do that from sitting right here." And
It was a challenge, huh?
yeah, probably a challenge. But like I say, it's one of the funniest things you'll ever watch. What a great show we're having today.
That's right.
No,
Went
I'm
from
thinking in my
shipping to donkeys.
like I'm wondering if I can bring this to Australia with like kangaroo basketball.
Hey,
Like,
you might,
that'd go off.
can you ride a kangaroo?
Not really, but that would add to the allure of it. Like, and you get one of those big guys with guns and all that, it could turn into a fight for survival if you try and jump on one of them.
You see Susanna's comment?
Trent, way too much information from your down south. What do you do to all your animals? Well, if it's big enough to ride, we ride them.
Yes.
Not like that, Pixie. No, not like that.
That's not what I meant. I'm just picturing in my head all these different size animals and people riding them and playing basketball.
Oh, that's the pro circuit. That's the pro circuit when they have it. Like you randomly draw a different animal at the start of the round. You don't know what you're going to get.
Oh,
Well, horses wouldn't be much of a challenge because 99% of the horses down here are broke, and you can ride them, and
Yeah.
they'll do what you tell them to do. Like all the horses
I'm picturing
that I
a big,
had,
there's a big screen, and like it's like Team A gets elephants.
yeah, yeah. But see, the horses that I had that I broke, whenever I would break them, I would train them to where they would move off of pressure. Like I could use the inside of my leg, and I could make him turn or stop or go or whatever I needed to do without using my hands. And that way, if you were playing basketball, that wouldn't really be much of an entertainment. But donkeys have a mind of their own, and they don't even care. You
There's
can
the
tell
link
them to
Jennifer
go.
just put in the chat. I just saw it. Basketball
There you go.
donkey video. So if y'all want to see it, there it is.
That's right. See,
Timestamp of 10:23 in the chat.
I told you it was real.
All the links that Jennifer's ever dropped, that's going to be the oddest one that she's done. Like, she's gone above and beyond on that one.
Let's see. Wait, go up here. I'm trying to catch up on. Let's see. Do you know that what I'm talking about?
she was talking to me.
Oh, okay. Wow, I thought Kyle Checkers was a trip. Okay. Do you need a try, Nate? You need to try kangaroo basketball.
Yeah.
That's a thought.
Do you guys ever do that? Do you guys like we have? It's like a raffle they do in Australia where it'll be like a field that they mark out like 100 squares, and people buy a ticket for each square, and then they'll release whatever animal onto the paddock, and wherever they do their business, that's the winner of the raffle.
They have that here.
They have that? Okay, that's good.
Never heard of
Yeah,
it.
that's right. They use chickens.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, you're right, Susanna.
I don't know if I came in at the right time.
I like how Trent premised it though. Like, is this something y'all have? And it's like, no, you're on your own on that one. That's
That's no big deal. It's normal here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
one of
Everybody had
us going to say, yeah, we got a league over here for it. What are you talking about? It's just donkey basketball. That's
I have it written down because now I want to check it out.
Yeah.
It's just the little things in life that make me smile and laugh.
That's
Doesn't
right.
take
Everybody needs a good laugh now and then.
Yeah.
If not
that's
a
right.
lot lately. Jennifer says, wait, what that called? Maybe I cannot find the video. Do you know if there's a particular name for them?
well, that's what we're saying. That's cow checkers is what one person was saying in the chat.
Yeah, that was Paul. It's called
I think
Paul Checkers
Yeah.
here.
So I'm guessing they have two different cows that crap in different squares, and you try to win.
I don't know. I've never heard of
So
it.
what
Never
do you
seen it.
win? What do you win if they poop in your square?
Oh, it's just for like a what do you guys call it? Like
Hello,
a fair.
Miss Julie.
So
Hello,
the way
hello,
to
and
win the
welcome.
prize.
Good to see
So
you.
100 people enter, and then whoever
I was
the animal
wondering where you been.
captain is where you win.
Okay.
And whatever the prize may be.
Yeah. All right.
Hello, hello, and welcome, Miss Julie. I missed you too. I haven't seen you in a while.
Good
Charles
morning,
said
Julie.
it's called the cow tipping.
Yeah,
Cow tipping's different now.
I've
cow
never heard of
tipping
any
is
of that.
different.
Cow tipping is you got to wait till late at night whenever the cow goes to sleep. And the best thing to do is wear like real dark colors. And you got to sneak up on the cow. And when you drop down, you put your shoulder. You got to be quiet because you don't want to wake the cow up because the cow is asleep. And what you do is you put your shoulder right behind their back front leg. You like their front leg. You drop down and you push that cow just as hard and as fast as you can. And the cow will fall over.
Why would you do that?
It's hilarious.
Cows
It's hilarious while watching this cow.
standing up.
Yeah, the cow stands up.
The
cow
cows
sleeps standing up.
all sleep standing up. They don't eat. Yeah, they don't sleep like normal animals. And okay, so let me just make a comment real quick. Country folk, hey, we get bored and we just make up games to have fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a cow outside. I would never think to tip him, no matter how drunk I am. Jeremy's not going to play that game with me.
So usually it's usually country boys that are doing this, and if there's a city boy that moves into the country, it is the biggest thing they do to try to break them into the country. At least here it is.
That and snipe hunting. Y'all ever been snipe hunting?
Oh, I don't even want to talk about snipe hunting. That is not even nice.
That's funny. There are no such thing as snipe around here. And if you take somebody that's from the city, somebody that I ain't got a clue.
Yes, you're right, Jennifer. And you're right, Julie. That is mean. I don't know. I could not see that. I could not do that. I'm sorry.
Okay, but the thing is the cows are very heavy, and it 9 times out of 10 you can't get them knocked over. But it's the
fight. Whenever you first try to push them over and they don't go over, then it's every man for himself.
Uh-huh.
Well, wait, when the cows are sitting on the ground, they don't fall asleep while sitting down either? Because I've seen some cows laying on the ground.
Yeah,
they'll fall asleep on the ground too, but they'll fall asleep standing up. Yeah. But it don't hurt the cow.
No.
It's just whenever the cow falls over, you ought to see the facial expressions on these cows. Because they're like nice and comfortable, and then they're like, like what's going on? And then when the cow hits the ground, it's
I've had that happen. Just saying what Jennifer said. How would you feel if somebody pushed you off the bed while you're sleeping? I've had it happen. I have 2 children.
that anxiety you get whenever you fall asleep in like a rocking chair or something like that, and you get that feeling that you're falling back. Cows get the same feeling.
Look what Billy put in there. Do they get up and they try to kick your ass?
Yeah,
they do. They do.
And see, another thing too is
how do you know this?
How do I know?
How do you know?
Because I've been cow tipping before.
I have not been cow tipping. I've seen it happen, but I've never been cow tipping. Now, snipe hunting is a whole different story.
Yeah, we used to do all kinds of stuff.
Jennifer says, "I'm heavy. It's a heavy animal. I'm sure they hurt." Wendy says, "In the Amish community during the rump springing, it is common to see a cow tipping." Really? Yeah. I didn't know that. I'm just baffled with that one.
We used to do all kind of stuff. Like we would feed the cows in the troughs, and whenever they would come up, we would bet each other who could ride the cows the longest, because the cows are just there to eat. And we would always pick the crazy. You've got one crazy cow in every group of cows. Okay, so say you've got a herd of 50, you've got at least one crazy one, and we would always pick the crazy one to try to ride. And whenever you got bucked off,
what is the other thing other than the cow
snipe hunting?
Yeah, snipe hunting. A snipe is a bird. Okay, it's a little bitty bird, and they do exist, but they don't exist around us. And what you do is you grab somebody from the city, somebody that don't know anything about snipe, and you get them out late at night, and you get a stick and two sticks, and you get a bag, like a black trash bag or something like that, and you go out hunting. And if they don't know that they exist, then what you do is, like, we went into a chicken pasture. There was a whole bunch of chickens, and it was late at night, and you couldn't see, and these chickens are sleeping, and you start smacking them sticks together, and you wake them chickens up. Well, them chickens are scared because they don't know what's going on, and then them chickens start running around all over the ground, and you got to try to catch one in that black trash bag. And
what is it with you and animals sleeping?
Okay, my story is completely
all your
different.
animals are going to be insomniacs. They're going to be afraid to fall asleep.
Yeah.
My experience was completely different than that. When I moved from Florida to Wisconsin, I didn't know what a farm was. Never seen one. Didn't know what cows were. Didn't, you know, I'm from the South, you know, Florida. And so the kids decided in my class that, and I was in 4th grade, that because we had this big bonfire that would happen every year. And so they decided to get together and pick on the new girl. Well, I had to go to the bathroom. And so they handed me 2 sticks and they're like, snipes are going to get you. They're very dangerous. This is the only way to make sure that you get to the bathroom safely. Hit the sticks together. So I'm sitting there. I had to go, so I didn't know any better. So I'm hitting the sticks as I'm trying to go to the walk to the bathroom, and everybody starts busting out laughing.
Julie made a good comment. You country kids need to do puzzles and bake some cookies. I think I would rather just go and watch a movie or wash my car. I'm definitely Julie and Paul. Yeah. I would never fathom that kind of thing.
I know there's cows in Florida, but I had never seen them. I never seen them.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but if a girl moved to my area and she didn't know what a cow or a farm was, I'd pick on her too. Like, that's.
Well, we went on a.
You were asking for trouble there.
This is
you were just a sitting target.
I was, because we went. So we ended up going on a field trip to a farm, and I had to ask the teacher what that was. So he explained it. I'm like, okay. So all the kids in school or in my class that were on this trip were like, the brown cows produce chocolate milk. The ones with the red produce strawberry milk. And so we were listening to the farmer, and I raised my hand because I had a question, and I asked what percentage the chocolate milk was from the brown cow, and I thought he was going to die. And the teacher looked at everybody and said, that was not cool. And I'm like, oh, and the farmer.
Well played by the friends there. That they did that well.
Oh yeah, they messed with the Florida girl very, very well. Let me tell you. And then I learned never to trust anybody in my class again.
I've heard of that one, Wendy, where they do an outhouse tipping, which is even crazy activities in the country, in the Amish country. Yeah.
Yeah. Ew.
That sounds like a pretty crappy situation to me.
Yeah. Boom.
Yeah.
Wow, this went from, like Susanna said, it went from shipping conversation and comments all the way to donkeys. She did say the word jackass. So yeah, that was definitely an interesting conversation that went and turned.
Well, we just hit a fork in the road called Trent saying, have y'all heard about donkey basketball?
Okay. Nate wants to in any chat. Paul has a question.
You can use that in any chat.
Just close by, I can drive a mile and see a cow.
Yeah. Do you have any?
Most mornings are in our front paddock. So.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Me too, Susanna.
Now I saw, what is that movie? Jack? Do they steal hoodies and stuff from people? Kangaroos?
No.
It was a joke, by the way. I love that movie.
Hello and welcome, Steve. He says there was a big advertisement campaign that they did having chocolate milk cows. It probably confused many kids. You're probably right.
Well, I didn't know, and so I mean, I was young and I learned really quick. So I mean, it's not nice to pick on people that move into your state and your area that don't know. Just be nice to them, because when they grow up, they learn not to trust people.
Okay,
Yeah.
Lucas Picker has a question. What do kangaroos eat, Nate?
Am I still alive? Because my internet
Guys.
wasn't really bad there.
Yeah, you're
That's
still
good.
here.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Just
Jennifer,
grab.
can you make a video of them, Nate?
I've caught them from a distance in some of my videos. Like, they're very skittish, so they're hard to get up real close to them because they bolt, and especially Dodger, he loves chasing them. So
Right.
like we see them, and then he's with us, so then he takes off and chases them away. But and in a video the other day, there was actually a really big boy up by one of our baskets on the course. So I tried to walk all the way there. Then Carmen came up with a car and
What did it usually eat?
yeah, just the grass. That's why you get kangaroos get hit by cars an awful lot, because if they're out in the country, the way, like, people know how roads are always curved slightly, so then water runs off them. So water runs off the road. So where are you going to find the best grass? Right on the roadside.
Yeah.
So they hang around the road because that's where they find grass, and that's where, yeah, like, you can go to, like, there was a small country town that I was driving to for an event, and I was staying awake driving by counting the kangaroos, and it was like I got over 200 in half an hour.
Oh, wow.
Because it was just kangaroo, like, they were just all over the road. I was doing like 40 kilometers an hour because I just couldn't go any faster because they'd jump in front of me constantly.
And Paul had another question. Are kangaroos friendly or vicious?
If they're wild, they're just shy. Like, you can't get anywhere near them to interact with them to, you know, to know that.
Poor Steve.
They see you come and they run away.
When he was a kid, he thought that dogs were all males and cats were all females.
Which is ironic because we've got 3 dogs that are all boys and 2 cats that are both girls. So
yeah, it does sound like kangaroos are more like a deer. The road eating, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the first times driving by myself in Canada, I had that where a deer just walked out in front of me on the road, and I was like, "Gee, there we go. I've lived a Canadian experience now."
Question, Anthony: do people actually eat the kangaroo like they do with deer?
Yeah, but not the wild ones. They actually farm them, so it's a better, safer meat, and it's really good. It's actually very high in protein and very low in fat.
Oh, wow.
I've heard about that before, but I wasn't sure how they do that.
I've been considering doing like an Ask Me Anything for just, you know, so people can ask questions about Australia because quite a few chats I've been in, people are like, listen, okay, I've never really had a good conversation with an Australian. I've always wanted to know.
Well, yeah, because, you know, we might not travel to that country, but then again, there's people that have a lot of questions about it. And so that's what's great about what they're asking and you answering them correctly or to your best of what you know. So, yeah.
Yeah, and that's one place Tommy wants to go. That's on his bucket list, is to go to Australia. And mine is to go to Ireland. And so we have this deal that we'll go to Australia and we'll also go to Ireland, you know, so that we are hitting 2 stones or, yeah.
And this way you get an actual somebody who lived there. Yeah, like Anthony said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
it's a pretty big country here, though, so you got to sort of pick your battles of where you get to and all that, because in Ireland you can do in a couple of weeks you could see a good chunk of it, whereas here, yeah, it's like I tell people, my state, like everyone always talks about how big Texas is, like our state here is double the size of Texas.
Paul wants to know, Nate, is WAGU beef really rarely available and at a reasonable cost?
Wagyu beef is here. I think it's still, like if Americans came here to buy it, it would be like, oh my God, I can't believe the price of that. So it's okay price for us, but then once you do the conversion, like you guys would sort of be like, that's, it's still pretty pricey.
And Jennifer wants to know, do dingoes really steal the babies?
Yeah, Lindy Chamberlain was proven innocent. That's what happened.
We know about Australia and Crocodile Dundee. I'm guessing it doesn't hold water.
I was in a chat the other day, and someone they were talking about knives, and someone pulled one out to show it to the camera. And I said, "That's not a knife." And no one got it. I was very disappointed.
I love that movie too. I love those movies.
So it takes 24 hours in a plane to travel to Australia.
Ooh, that's a long time in a plane. But yeah, Tommy wants to go to Sydney, Australia.
Sydney. That'd be like going to Los Angeles and saying you've been to America. Like, no. You just said Sydney. Well, I was living in Canada, and I was living just outside of Toronto, and yeah, that's not Canada. That's not Canada at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sydney people, like someone said to me the other day, because the way that people are handling the virus there and all that in Sydney at the moment with the breakout, and a friend of mine said, well, because basically people from New South Wales, they're like the Americans of Australia. So that's what we think of Sydney side, is they're a little bit in their own little world.
Oh, wow. My great friend.
New Zealand, South Island.
I'm not familiar.
Carmen and I traveled all around the North Island. Yeah, Carmen and I spent 10 days in Northern Island of New Zealand, and I'm driving around going, oh, this is Lord of the Rings. Oh my, look at that. This is so Lord of the Rings. Finally, the last day of the trip, she admitted to me that she'd never seen any Lord of the Rings movies. So she just let me go off about how awesome it looked and had no idea what I was talking about.
Yes, indeed. Crystal says Los Angeles is yuck.
Oh, wow. My brother, one of my brothers, went to Australia as a nanny, and he met his, well, now ex-wife, but he met his wife there. She was a nanny as well. They worked with, couldn't even tell you the name of the company, but the kid that he took care of was a spoiled brat at the beginning when he started working with them, and by the time he was done with the program for the nanny, this kid like begged to go with him to come back to America with him. Yeah.
Victoria says my son taught snowboarding over in Australia. And hello, and welcome. Good morning to Victoria.
Good morning.
It seems to be so pretty when it's not raining. I
would like to Seattle.
A big zoo in Irwin or at 2.
Yeah, that's my state.
Oh, okay.
That's in Queensland. That's the Sunshine Coast. That's about 2.5 hours away from here.
Oh, okay.
That's where Carmen and I, at one of our last holidays we had, our first holiday in our caravan was actually on the Sunshine Coast.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Is there snow in Australia?
Yeah, definitely. There's some places where it's always some sort of snow there, like the peaks.
Everyone I met abroad asked me the same questions every time. How many times do you have to be into New York City?
Well, when I worked in Walmart in Canada, the amount of people who, as soon as they'd ask me a question and I'd start answering the question, it was always, "Oh, you're from Australia? I've always wanted to go." Like that was just, and I'd just say, "Well, just let's do it then." Like the amount of people, like it would be 3 to 4 times a day. Like that's as soon as they figured out I was Australian, it's I always wanted to go.
Fishing and Picking has a question. Nate, how do you Australians really feel about Americans?
Well, I made the joke earlier in whose chat was it that I was in? The
Victoria.
The Victoria. As I said, it's been really interesting the last like the reality show that we've all been watching called America. Like it's heading towards the season finale, and it's been quite interesting and all that. And there's that reality guy that you brought in for the president role. Like it's been quite an interesting roller coaster ride, this show, and it's like my opinion of America. Like I've been there twice. I've traveled around quite a bit, but my opinion in the last couple of years has shifted quite a bit, especially under the regime that you've been under. Like it's been quite a interesting thing to watch from the outside.
Yeah. Key Lime Kisser says, Nate, can you say cricket, mate? Cricky?
Mate, crikey.
Crikey?
Crikey.
Mate, just once for me, please. Hello, Jeannie. Hashtag facts. I'm close to Anthony and have to the desire to go to New York. Yeah, I have no desire to go. Granted, I would like to go to the Big Apple once, but I have no desire to go. People always tell me you live in Vegas, and I couldn't live there because I love to gamble too much.
Yeah, that's where you end up homeless. And there's a lot of places to gamble there.
There's a lot of homeless there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You watch the documentaries about the underground cities in Vegas. That's crazy stuff.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and highlight her question again. If you can just do it so we can hear you answer this for her. Go ahead.
I said it. I said crikey.
Well, she said it was a fail, so I want you to make sure you do it for her because she did say that it was a fail. I guess because we were talking over you. Take over Central.
Crikey.
That's fun.
New York a lot. It's great. New York Eve. Yeah. I would not want to be there New Year's Eve either. Homeless there is because of the weather.
Yeah.
Jennifer says she got married in Vegas. Our homeless was the one of the highest in the country. I believe it too, because New Orleans you cheat every corner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there's underground cities and all the water, not the pipes, like it's proper systems and all that, but yeah, like they've had documentaries where people go under there and yeah, people have set up like whole houses with electricity and rooms and all that like that. It's insane that it's all underground.
You're welcome, Jenny.
Yeah, I remember when we went out there, we decided to go for a walk down the strip, and at one of the stoplights, I was standing there, and there was a homeless guy sleeping on the ground, and I didn't see him, and he reached out, and he almost touched me, and I screamed. Freaked me out. And so Jaslyn, my daughter, she now picks on me and says, "Oh, have you seen your boyfriend lately?"
Oh my God.
I'm like, that's not funny. That's horrible.
It's funny when people talk about accents because I worked in Walmart in Canada, and the store I was working in, they had like Canadian Jamaicans, which their accent to me was freaking hilarious, and people from Newfoundland. Like if you ever talk to a newbie, like they are just the most like Canadian turned up to like 12. Like they are just the weirdest sounding people. But anytime there was an announcement to do to the store and all that, it was like, get the Aussie to do it. Like people just thought it was freaking hilarious that I'm like, how's mine the weirdest one compared to you, Mob? But yep. Yeah. And every time I do it, someone would come over and say, sorry, we missed that. Can you repeat it, please? And this is like a Walmart mega store, like this big giant thing, and it's like
yeah. That's funny.
Gina says overabundance of roaches in Vegas freaks me out. That would freak me out too. I'm sorry I misspelled that, pronounced it earlier. Nate, how did you get a job with Walmart that you got to travel?
Well, wait, before you turn 31 in Australia, so it's up to your 30th, you can when it comes to like it's part of the Commonwealth, so you can do it for the UK, Canada. I think there's a few other countries where you can get a year visa to go work in a foreign country, and then if you like it and they want you to stay on, you can sign up for a second year. So I had a girlfriend at the time, and I went over to Canada, and I worked at a few other grocery stores that were quite fun. I worked in a one called Sobeys in the meat department, and our department, it was like literally what do you call it, like what's the nations when they all meet together. It was like that, but we had about 10 different countries that all worked in the one department. So that was quite interesting. And then eventually the big bad Walmart called, and I always, growing up in Australia, I always wanted to work for Walmart. So I worked for Walmart for 3 months and then quit on the spot.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
It was terrible. I actually, and then I got a decent payout from them anyway because a bit of faulty equipment nearly killed me.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
You was living the dream.
Oh, I got hit in the head and I actually passed out in the freezer.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
And then being that I was in the freezer department, to get to where the officers were and someone to get me some medical help and all that, I had to walk like pretty much like a 10-minute walk to get to the other end of the store, and customers are asking me questions and all that, and I'm just like, like a drunk enough that I could tip a cow type stage. And so I'm wandering through the store and people are asking me questions. So I like took my vest off and threw it away because I'm like, stop asking me questions. I'm in pain. Yeah. And then after I left the company, I got this mysterious payment for like $1,500. So it was like, I think they were just trying to, like,
be quiet.
Please don't.
It's called hush money.
Yeah.
I know in New Orleans, there's a lot of times that when you're in the French Quarter, I call them in the South, we call them city slickers because the roaches are so big and they fly. That is
palmettos.
I know, but they're pretty big. So.
I know palmettos are
They
big.
look like roaches. They look like roaches. They crawl like and fly like roaches. They're just nasty.
Yeah. We call them wood roaches.
Well, we call them city slickers.
Yeah. We don't have very many of them.
All over the place.
We see them every once in a while. We see one, like my daughter was walking across the backyard the other day, and there was one on a tree, and it flew by, and I thought she was going to pee her pants. She screamed, and I run out there. I was like, "What's the matter? What's the matter?" And she's like, "It was a roach." And I was like, "Oh, that's all." I said, I mean, we don't like them. We kill them every chance we get, but there was
we don't have them flying things around here. I don't even want to say the word because then, you know, my life.
Yeah, we've got enough things that can kill you here, like a flying roach. Worry about things that can kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
I know earwigs are horrible down south. Well, I didn't know it was earwigs.
Okay.
And so, you know what that is, right?
No.
Okay, it's a bug with pinchers on its behind.
I've heard of them, but I've never dealt with them.
I don't know.
Okay, there was a Star Trek movie where they used it, put it in the guy's ear to try to control him.
Okay.
Probably not. Okay. Anyway, it's a bug that I remember seeing in Florida. I had dealt with them. Lots of legs.
Okay.
And we moved to Wisconsin. I was like, yes, we're away from them. Never had to worry. I turned 23 years old and saw my first one down south in Wisconsin. And I've been,
You can find them in paper a lot. I've never seen them, so I don't know. Anywho, that is definitely something I have never seen, so I don't know. Maggie says pinchers on the butt. Could that be useful features?
I don't know, but I know a lot of butts that spin paints.
Yes, we do have them here. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen them, so.
Yeah.
We have. Now, I did see scorpions in Florida once when I was in Florida living in there. I was living right off the base when I was in the Navy, and there was one in my bathroom. So yeah, I have seen a scorpion before.
I got bit by a scorpion in bed about 2 years ago. That wasn't fun. I got rushed to hospital.
Scorpions and shots you.
This has been all over the place.
Tommy says
what's next?
Tommy says we do.
Oh, I know what swordfish are. Yeah, I've heard of them.
Scorpions in them. Oh, not me.
All right, everyone, we're gonna go ahead and end this show because we've been all over the place today.
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff I need to get
done.
Everybody.
I blame donkey basketball up here.
Yeah, what you have that you were gonna show us?
Well, I was just playing with my clock to see what the temperature was.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, it's 14 degrees. And it's raining. It knows it's raining. Look at that. That's
everybody wants to see Tommy's face. It's raining. What is that?
A picture of... Say hi. Everybody's asking for you.
Good morning, Tommy. What's going on, buddy?
He's coming. He's coming.
Coming. What up, y'all?
Your hair.
Oh, look, it's the boss man.
Everyone wants to see your hair.
Oh, see my hair?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Get ready to watch a whole bunch of donkey basketball videos now.
That hair's coming off pretty quick here.
Yeah, I gotta cut his hair. I'm better at cutting it than giving frosted tips.
Yeah. Hey,
hello, and welcome. She's getting here. He or she.
Yeah.
If you just got here, you didn't miss anything. We're just talking about reselling and nothing else.
Yeah.
Get
to look out for her newest video, which will be coming out soon. If you haven't subscribed to her, definitely go check out her channel. Fishing and Picking says he is living in the future there already Friday. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's right. And don't forget to go check out Nate's video. He just uploaded a video this morning.
Yep.
And it's going to be really good. And
it's only 8 minutes long. So.
Yeah, okay.
And wants to know where that was a cool clock. Where did you get it from?
That was a yard sale. Like it's not worth much, but yeah, it just lights up and then it tells you the weather here. Like the weather lights up.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah.
That is slick.
That is really cool.
Yeah. And if you guys get a chance, go check out both of my channels. Jennifer's put them in the chat. I would greatly appreciate it. Like the one channel, I've got like 22 subscribers on, the encouraging channel. And if you get a chance to go check it out, I'd greatly appreciate it. I just hit 202 subs.
Cool.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Try to make sure you also check out Paul's channel. He's very close to getting 2,000 subs. Hello, Miss Deborah. And Art says, thank y'all for the background chatting. Have a great day. R1J1 says, I probably missed some good stuff. Everything and anything you can think of was talked about this morning. It went from shipping to donkeys to bugs. To
just YouTube donkey basketball, and you'll understand what this chat was all about. Like that pretty much sums it up.
Hey,
we had a good time. It was a lot of fun.
Don't forget to check out each other's channels. Don't forget to subscribe. Again, don't forget every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern, we do our live morning show. Usually it is topics about eBay, reselling, and that kind of thing. Just never know what role it's going to run through during the show.
This guy. It was
Thanks,
this guy
Trent.
here.
All right. Hey, Trent, I got a question.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Hey, I heard the other day that somebody said we look like brothers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I wonder who said that.
It was in the chat.
Yeah, it was in the chat. She said, Tommy and Trent look like they could be brothers.
Hey, we probably could be. Yeah, who knows? It's just because we got the same thing.
Right. But I got a lot more gray, so you must be the younger brother.
It's getting there. I'm working on it.
I'm missing my beard now. I'm talking about beards.
I wish all this was black and white. I wish it would do like the salt and pepper look.
This is working on hers here. She's going to try to get one
Mine was salt and pepper. And the only thing I got left of salt and pepper is right around my mustache and the little piece right here. Everything else is white.
Yeah, yeah. The whole little strip she's got right there is super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
I'm getting used to it. So
it
Tell
just
people, let the man finish the show.
Oh, okay, sorry.
He's trying to wrap it up.
I got to go back to work.
All right. Well, everyone, thank you for coming out and supporting the channel. Don't forget to go and check out other channels. It's me, Jules. Yes, Jules. Hello, hello. Well, we're getting ready to end the show, so I want to say thank you for coming out and supporting the channel. Don't forget to check the subscriptions for everyone that's in the chat on their channels. If you want to make a comment, don't forget, if you're first in the chat, you get a pie point. If you're the first one to do a comment when the video goes live, you get a pie point as well. And we do the pie point giveaway at the end of the month, or for the first of the next month. So everybody, thank y'all so much for coming out and showing your love and support. Don't forget to subscribe to everyone. And as I always say at the end of each show, always, please be kind to one another until we meet into another chat. Have a fabulous and blessed day. Later.